Hi all, Super Dan here. I have mentioned a number of times in various videos and posts and so forth that the MA80 system of Arnis Eskrima is basically modern Arnis based, but there are two very, very important influences. One from Balintawak Eskrima, as taught to me by Manong Ted Buat, and then integrated Eskrima as formulated by Mark Wiley. Now, what I'm going to do is, instead of put out a DVD and so forth, I'm going to do a series of YouTube video shorts. And I'm going to outline just the influences that Manong Ted and Balintawak had on my FMA. And the interesting thing is that I didn't study with him for very long. He lived in Detroit, Michigan. I lived in Gresham, Oregon, which is about 11 miles east of Portland. But the small amount of time that I trained with him was electrifying. And I got so much out of it that really, really influenced my own personal FMA. And so that's what this series of video shorts is going to be about. Now, for those of you who might not know, Balintawak Eskrima can be roughly divided into two overall sections. One would be traditional teaching, which is one-on-one and situational based. I attack you with this, good, what would you do? And then the teacher would go over, okay, this is probably the preferred method or the most economical method of handling it and so forth. And the other general broad category is what's called the grouping method, which is much better suited for teaching classes, larger groups, and so forth. If you want to see some examples of the grouping method, all you need to do is go to YouTube and write in Grandmaster Bobby Tabwada, and you'll see the grouping method done, just marvelously done. Grandmaster Bobby is incredible. I trained in the traditional method, so it was one-on-one with Manong Ted. We would have private lessons, and that's the manner in which he taught. He taught old school. In fact, in order to get introduced to him, again, it was old school. You had to be referred by an existing student. And I was fortunate enough to be sponsored by Jay Spiro, and he allowed me to come in. And the being referred actually just got you in the door. It didn't necessarily mean that you're going to be a student. The first time I was there really made a tremendous impression on me. He was working with Jay, and then all of a sudden, he'd say, Dan, what would you do against this? And I'd get up and I'd demonstrate, what I would do. And right away, what he would do is he would immediately counter my action. And the thing was, it wasn't done fast, wasn't done hard. It was done timing and precision. And so he did that 3 different times. And the third time he did it, I bust up laughing. I mean, I just immediately burst out with a roaring laugh. Here he was, just a mild-mannered 72-year-old man, and he was shutting me down. Boom, boom, boom. And, anybody who knows me knows that I don't have any lack of confidence in what I do, and I don't have any lack of confidence in my FMA. Well, that being said, he shut me down, and it was really quite enjoyable because, my viewpoint is that when you cross hands with a master and they handle you that easily, there's one of two things you can do. You can either get pissed off or you can revel in it, and I just reveled in it. I hadn't been handled like that since I trained hands-on with Professor Remy, and so this is going to be something good. But like I said, an introduction only got you in the door to meet, and so at the very end of the class, he asked me, so Dan, why do you want to learn Balintawak Eskrima? And I said, well, I'm basically modern Arnis, but I know that Balintawak was one of the base arts of modern Arnis. So what I want to do is I want to study Balintawak Eskrima so that I can understand my teacher better. And right after that, bang, I was in. So What I'm going to do in this series is I'm going to show some of the various influences in my own expression of FMA of what Manong Ted taught me. And like I said, I didn't take very many lessons, but the impact was huge. So the first in the series that's coming up is going to be the wrist position in conjunction with the cane. It'll be coming soon.